How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here yet again. Let's move this over here a little bit. You get a little more than just a house in the camera. And we're going to be talking about an anime. Ooh, off the camera now. We're talking about two animes here in particular. Lexi, what are you doing? Hey! Hey! So I've got her out here. She's trying to sneak under the fence. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get her back in there. Come on! Come on! Come on! Let's go. Oh, all right. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about two animes here. One that I liked a lot more than another one. Come on, let's go. Come on. Fuck sakes. I'm trying to make a video here. What are you doing? Yeah, come here. She's not stoked. Oh, come on. Anyways, yeah, so two that's the shittiest intro I've ever done. Two animes here. Boruto and fucking Naruto. Okay. Now when we're talking Naruto, we're not talking the second season, I guess you could say. But we're talking about like the original. Like the Force of Death, the Chunin exams, the good old days. Now, Naruto, in my opinion, was a really good show, and you know, for its time, it was really well done, and I really couldn't argue with it. Now, watching a bit of Boruto, I can tell you, and I'm going to say that name wrong 100 times, but watching that show, like, I guess because it's like a spin-off. Normally spin-offs aren't very good, and I think this one is just another cookie-cutter bad example. Like, it's just another example of how you shouldn't make an anime happen. And like, that's the thing you have to realize, you have to take away, is that Boruto, like, it was just so fucking poorly done, in my opinion, and it's just not getting better. There's only been one good episode, in my opinion, and it's when Naruto and Sasuke had teamed up, and they had just fucking kicked ass. And they did like such a great job, like actually animating that fight scene, like thinking about, let's bring back some moves from like the show, and we're talking like from the original show. They did a really good job that way, and it's kind of something that it's like one of those things you kind of have to give credit where credit's due. And I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. It's by far like one of the most amazing fight scenes I've seen. That's it. That's all Boruto's they got, in my opinion. I don't like the character. I quite frankly don't really like any of the characters. I'm not invested in any of them. All of them are just offspring of the characters of the previous generation that are still kicking around and that are just weak. Like, Naruto's the only Kage that can like do anything. All the other ones are just fucking horrible. Gaara would be like maybe the second, and he's still, in my opinion, he's not really that much better. The thing that really got me too was like a lot of the characters in Naruto, like they got to a point where they were like badass, and like Naruto was just like really shitty. But what happened is he actually surpassed all of them, and they all just stayed there. That's the thing, they don't advance their characters, right? They kind of just stay where they're at, and they never really get any better. And Naruto just kept going forward, right? He was just learning, and then at the end of the day, he just destroys them all, right? Now, Boruto, like I said, I can't really get with the character. He seems to be apparently talented, but like watching the show, in general, it's not even just him, but all the characters I don't really care for. The fight scenes I find are just not really that great. Also, being that they're extremely short, and there's not much on the line. There's no real high stakes. No one's getting like riddled. Like, you watch the first season of Naruto, like the Force of Death, dude, and it's like the people are getting killed, right? There's literally blood. Like, they are getting killed. And like, you go into this one, no one's getting riddled. No one's getting taken down. And I'm not saying it's required. I'm just saying that there's like no stakes. You're not watching it and you're like, holy fuck, right? Like, oh my god, like, you're watching it now and you're just like, man, this is kind of boring. And it's like every episode, in my opinion, has basically just been filler. And you know, I don't want to be too critical of it, but it's like, at the end of the day, like, I just don't find the fights are anywhere near as good as they used to be. I don't find the characters are any well in depth. Half of them I don't even know the names of, nor do I care to find out. Like, I just don't give a fuck. You know, that's really what it comes down to. I don't think it's a horrible show. I think it's actually not that bad for an anime, but at the end of the day, I don't think it competes with what has been laid out before it. And I think another big thing, and it's like another big problem, is a lot of people kind of, they watch Naruto, and a lot of them kind of like grew up watching. Hey, you stay there. A lot of them grew up watching Naruto, right? So like as a kid, they're watching Naruto and they're getting it, and they're like, man, I relate to this kid, and he, you know, he's going through so much in his life, and he's trying. And then you watch like Boruto, and he's just like a spoiled brat, man, and he doesn't realize like the hardships are there, and you know, life's grand, and he just doesn't fucking clue in at all. I don't know what else to say there. I'm not, like I said, I'm just not a fan of the show. I don't really watch it. I watch maybe like 5 minutes, and I just call it a day. I think that's good enough for that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We're going to see you in the next video. Let me know what you thought of the video, and we're going to see you in the next one. Peace.